This is going to be an interesting one. Today I will be suggesting some of the gems that you can use inside of Diablo Immortal to maximize your damage, especially as a free-to-play or miss spender. First off, I will be going through the gems and then we will analyze them in some real data. First off, let's go to the market and the gems that I will recommend using right now. Number one is going to be Berserker Eye. Really easy to get the gem to rank 10 and it gives you flat 16% damage. Next is going to be Spectre Glass. Try and upgrade this as much as you can. At rank 10, it gives you 28% damage and you can have 4-second uptime on this gem if you are using 2 piece Feasting Baron. Really easy to get that 4-second uptime and only 2-second downtime. One of the best gems out there right now. Next, it is the Farwan Fang. It will take you some time to get this gem to rank 10, but it is totally worth it because it is one of the highest damage dealing gem out there. Out of all the 2-star legendary gem, if you are looking for pure damage, this is gonna be the one that you need in your socket, especially in a PVE. For any class, this is gonna give you the most damage. And next, it is none other than Crimson Ballad, the new 2-star limited time gem. I will highly recommend everyone to try and build it up to at least rank 8 before it goes away. It is gonna be worth it in a long run, especially for PvP, and even in PvE it is pretty solid. But anyhow, moving on to the next one, it is gonna be Musty Harvest. Now this gem isn't that popular. You guys will be wondering why I am recommending this. But at rank 10, it is really easy to keep this gem bonus up and it gives you 12% flat damage in PvE. So if you are trying to maximize your damage, Musty Harvest is going to be there, and I will be showcasing that in a sec with the complete analysis how each of these gems I'm talking about behave and how much they contribute to the overall damage. And the next one is gonna be Bloodsoaked Jade. I will advise everyone to try and achieve rank 6 on this gem. That is when it will give you 17% damage and it will become really good. But if you cannot get this to rank 6, maybe try and look into some of the other gems. But if you can, rank 6 is gonna be a sweet spot. Now we can dive into some analysis, and for that I have removed all my gems and we have 0 resonance. You can see our base damage is right now 20,412 only, and I will be changing the screen here and we will be analyzing how each of these gems behave individually and how they behave when they work together. First off, we have these gems working individually. Our base damage, you can see, is going to be 20,400, but when some of these gems activate, like the Crimson Ballad, it goes above 27,000 with the huge damage boost. Next, it is the Spectre Glass, giving us a boost of 26,000. For one Fang, we are only considering the 24% damage and not 30% that we can get versus bosses and elites. So 24% is gonna be something like this along the line, consistent damage, and then Crimson Ballad again on the top, and you can see Bloodsoaked Jade is somewhere here giving you flat damage, and same for the Berserker Eye giving you the flat damage, while the Musty Harvest has the lowest damage here on the graph, only 12%. But if we move on to the next chart, that will show us how these gems are working together. Like I talked about earlier, our base damage was 20,000 only without any resonance and any gems socketed. But when these gems work together, you can see our base damage is hitting almost 46,000. That is a 90%, 100%, more than 100% damage boost when these gems are working together. You can see at some time we get the most buff, then it goes down. You can say somewhat average is going to be in between 40 and 30,000 while using these 6 gems, and this is how it looks. Now I have not added any resonance here. Resonance is not factored in, critical chance is not factored in, critical damage is not factored in, skill damage and other damages that can give you more is not factored in. But for example, if we go and factor in like 60% critical hit chance and 56% critical hit damage, this is how your base damage is gonna look. Now this is not gonna be like 100% accurate. I try and do this a bit quickly. I was thinking of not sharing this, but this is gonna give you a decent idea how your base damage can go even higher when you will be creating. And if we move on to the next chart, that is going to be the last one, how each of these gems are contributing to our damage. Berserker Eye is going to be somewhat at 16%. Spectre Glass is doing pretty good, like 17% contribution to our damage. Fervent Fang end up doing the most, around 24%. Crimson Ballet, you can see, not doing that great. It has a lot of burst damage, but when it comes to contribution, it is almost same as the Mercy Harvest. And then the Bloodsoaked Jade is doing better than the Berserker Eye. Again, we have not factored in the skill damage, critical chance, critical damage, and only using 6 gems. So you have option of using 2 more gems, and that is gonna boost your base damage even more. So these are some of the gems that I will recommend right now. And of course, you can use something else instead of the Mercy Harvest, like the Pin Clasp. I only did not add that because it was kind of tricky to add that on that graph, because we need some source to activate that, and I'm not sure that if you guys will able to activate the Pin Clasp or not. So I decided not to include that. And for the Moon Skull, that gem is just not possible to craft anymore for the new place, so I decided not to add that either. Otherwise, Moon Skull would be there and Pin Clasp would be there, and you can even add the Colossus engine, and it will give you the most damage at the lowest possible resonance, but your damage is going to be pretty high. And now I'm signing off. Consider leaving a like. That took me quite a lot of time to put together, but hopefully it is going to be helpful. I'm signing off. See you all in the next one. You guys have a great day. Later.